Naples, I'm Seaman Donovan Landis, and this is the first ever episode of what we're calling The Show. It's a weekly roundup of what's going on in the Naples military community. We'll talk about MWR, USO, Fleet and Family, and whatever else we can find that we think you need to know. Starting off, let's talk to Senior Airman Rouse about what we can look forward to at the Real Times 2 Cinema this week.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Senior Airman Rouse, and here's a rundown of the movies that are premiering this week. Friday, January 9th at 8:30, Selma will make its MWR debut, and it's supposed to be great. It has a 100% score so far on Rotten Tomatoes. It's rated PG-13 and chronicles a 3-month period in the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as he campaigns to secure equal voting rights in the face of violent opposition. The reviews on this film are glowing, and Atlantic said it's a stately, sober film, at times uplifting, and at others agonizing. If you can't make it Friday night, the film will be showing again at 4 on Sunday. On Saturday, January 10th at 8:30, Taken 3, rated PG-13. At the time of press, this film had not yet been reviewed, but 96% of users polled on Rotten Tomatoes definitely wanted to see it. It stars a hopelessly unlucky Liam Neeson, who has a particular set of skills that make him a very dangerous man. This time, no one has been taken from him, but he has been accused of a murder, and he's on the run while trying to find out who the real killer is. The film also stars Forrest Whitaker, who's generally awesome in pretty much everything he does. Seriously, watch The Last King of Scotland. He was frightening, but so good. And finally, on Sunday, January 11th at 7, Top 5 premieres. This one is rated R. It stars Chris Rock as a comedian trying to make it as a serious actor. His reality star fiancée, played by Rosario Dawson, convinces him to broadcast their wedding on her show. It has gotten mostly positive reviews, with Rotten Tomatoes giving it an 89% fresh rating, but it is definitely on the adult side of things, so think before you take a 7-year-old to see it. For a full list of movies at the Real Times 2 Cinema on Support site, and to find the trailers for these movies, check out the links in the doobly-doo.
Here are just a few of the things MWR has going on this week, not necessarily in order of importance. Smash Brothers tournament at the Teen Center Wednesday the 14th at 5 p.m. Remember, if you only play as Pikachu or Link, someone will eventually beat you with Jigglypuff and make you feel bad about yourself. The extraordinary Craig Carges show experience is coming to you Saturday the 10th at the Real Times 2 Cinema. The doors open at 6, show starts at 6:30. It sounds like it's a pretty crazy show. There'll be floating tables, mind reading, metal bending, and a whole lot more stuff that makes me question my reality. For the single service members, video game night on the 12th at the Capo Liberty Center from 6 to 8. Board games on the 14th from 6 to 8 at the same place, and a movie night on the 10th from 5 to 9, also at the Capo Liberty Center. And parents, don't forget about story time for preschoolers at the Support Site Library every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. For more info on tours and all sorts of other awesome stuff going on through the MWR, check out their Facebook page. There's a link in the description. Okay, who wants to talk next? How about IC1 Richardson?
Get out of my office.
Okay, never mind. We'll throw it to Petty Officer Vandergrand. Hey, what's going on with the USO?
The USO has tons of stuff to do.
Like what?
How about wine and dine in a Neapolitan tavern on Friday the 9th? They've got a full-course, typical Italian dinner served in one of the most popular restaurants in Napoli. There will be dancing and popular local folk music. It should be a lot of fun. Then, on Saturday, they've got downtown shopping excursion. You'll have a tour guide that will take you around downtown Naples and show you where to get the best deals. Bring a few extra bucks, because they are stopping for lunch at a local pizza joint.
I hear the pizza here is good.
It is.
What else do they have coming up?
They've got a weekend tour of Florence and Pisa on the 17th and 18th. For just €175, you can spend a couple of days exploring the cradle of the Renaissance. They also have pretty spectacular leather markets there.
Isn't there something up with their tower?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, anyway, don't forget to check out the USO's Facebook and webpage. We, as always, have links in the doobly-doo. On to Fleet and Family. The FFSC has a ton of spectacular resources for everyone in our community and lots of really nice people to help you when you get there. Coming up in workshops, they've got a resume writing class on Friday the 16th from 2 to 4 at the support site location, Italian lessons at the same place on Tuesday the 13th from 9 a.m. to noon. They're taking a trip to a pastry store to learn how to make tiramisu on the 12th, and there's also an Italian cooking class coming up on the 15th. Don't forget, if you or any of your sailors is nearing the end of their time in the service, contact FFSC to get them set up with a TAPS GPS class. And if you want to know more about what they have to offer, look down below for some links and contact information. Finally, we've made it to the last segment of the show. Petty Officer Bamford got a cool time-lapse of the New Year's fireworks from the top of the parking garage on Capo. And after that, you'll see a story I put together about one of the organizations on base.
About 15 seconds. 15, 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wrapped up.
At Naval Support Activity Naples, many organizations work together to plan community events.
NOSC is the Naples Overseas Support Club. Our NOSC thrift store is really the meat and potatoes of how we raise funds for our community.
And almost all of their profits are given back in some form.
I think my favorite part about being involved with NOSC is when we receive letters, pictures, cards from people who've either shopped at the thrift store and gotten something that they were desperately needing, or someone who gotten a scholarship through our scholarship program, or a group like the Boy Scouts who got to go up to Germany and do their big camp out.
Misty credits the success of the NOSC to the work of their volunteers.
We really need volunteers. Our volunteers are what makes things happen here. We can do $140,000 in charitable giving, but our volunteers put in over $170,000 worth of time each year for us.
Thank you guys for waiting.
This is a lot of money we give back to the community. It really is. From a support organization to really energize and put into our community, the momentum just continues to grow.
Seaman Apprentice Emily Donovan Landis, Naples, Italy. That does it for our first ever episode of the show. We hope you found it entertaining and informative. If you've made it this far, I think it's a pretty good sign that we're going to get along just fine. If you have any selfies from your travels around Naples you want to send to us, check out the description for how to send them, and we'll feature them on the show next week. To get the latest on everything going on in the Naples community, click subscribe, then go to Facebook and click like, then go to Twitter and hit follow, then add us to your circles on Google+, then give us your phone number, then your email address, and maybe we can go check out downtown Naples and get a pizza. If you like, we could do some shopping. I think that if you like mozzarella di bufala, I know a really good place and we can go there and get